Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today, of course, I want to give you guys an update what is exactly happening right now with, of course, the entire cryptocurrency market and, of course, Bitcoin. There is, in fact, as usual, a fair few Bitcoin charts that I do want to show you guys. Just to show you guys that, the bull run is coming. We know a bull run is coming. Okay, Bitcoin will skyrocket, and many more other altcoins in the crypto market will skyrocket as well. We know alt season is coming as well, guys. Okay, we know a bull run is coming, and I just really want to, show you guys these charts because I feel like a lot of you guys, okay, feel like the bull run is pretty much over. Bitcoin right now is not really moving, it's not reaching new highs. We just had the Bitcoin halving event a couple months ago. And I told you guys, right after the Bitcoin halving event, usually we do see Bitcoin pumping. But understand, guys, okay, every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, yes, a bull run does happen right after it, but it doesn't happen straight away. Okay, and this has happened, we have seen this many times throughout previous, Bitcoin halving events, right? It doesn't happen straight away. It happens, a few months later. Okay, so understand, guys, the bull run is coming. Bitcoin reaching 100K is still on track. Bitcoin reaching 200K is still on track. And Bitcoin reaching potentially even 300K and higher is still on track. I'm telling us right now, next year, 2025 is going to be an amazing year for Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, and that's going to, when the real bull run will begin. Okay, so let me show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin. So a couple of days ago, okay, we saw Bitcoin actually dropping all the way down below $60,000, went all the way down to about $58,000, right? You guys can just clearly see that, right? 58,500. So we are in fact in the 4-hour time frame, and you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin right now is actually pumping. Okay, today it's looking pretty good. Okay, it's slightly up today. Okay, looking pretty good for Bitcoin today. Okay. Right now it's sitting at 63,300. So Bitcoin right now is slightly pumping. If we go to the 1 hour time frame, y'all can clearly see for the past few hours, Bitcoin has, been pumping today. Okay, so it's looking pretty good right now for Bitcoin. Still holding, pretty steadily. Okay, at its previous, all-time highs and recent all-time highs. Y'all can just clearly see that it did slightly drop. We are obviously currently at this level right now. Bitcoin is obviously, pretty much consolidating at its previous all-time highs and its recent all-time highs, right? You can clearly see that. So I talked about this a fair few times. This is obviously, still pretty bullish, okay? But yeah, Bitcoin, in my opinion, okay, still looking like, it's holding very well. It's still looking like it's a great buy right now. This is obviously a great time to buy Bitcoin. I have told you guys that many times since we know, soon enough Bitcoin's going to be reaching 100K. This is the best time right now to buy and accumulate as much Bitcoins as you possibly can. Now, the crypto market today is looking pretty good as well. The global crypto market cap is now back above 2.3 trillion. Okay, right now it's sitting at 2.33 trillion. And overall, the market today is up almost 3%. So for the past 24 hours, Bitcoin is up 3%. Same with Ethereum, sitting at $3.5 thousand. Looking pretty good for ETH right now. And a fair few altcoins are in fact moving as well for the past 24 hours. You guys can just clearly see a fair few greens for a lot of these altcoins. We are in fact seeing a lot of these altcoins in the greens today. So it's looking pretty good for the crypto market today. Okay, we are in fact seeing a fair few greens today in the market. Okay, so everything is slightly bouncing back up today, right? Now let's get into these Bitcoin charts, okay, because we have a fair few of them that I want to go through and talk about, starting off with this one. So are you guys prepared for what is actually going to happen for Bitcoin? Like I told you guys, a bull run is coming. So 2017, okay, on the right, 2017, this is where we saw Bitcoin, for 50 days, about 50 days, we saw Bitcoin not really moving, pretty much consolidating. Okay, and that is exactly what we are in fact seeing right now for Bitcoin. Okay, it's been 100 days. In fact, it's probably been way longer than that, right? So soon enough, guys, a bull run is coming. Just like where we saw it back in 2017, it's going to happen for 2024. And I told you guys many times, I really still believe, okay, Bitcoin is still on track reaching 100K most likely towards the end of this year in 2024. I still think that is still on track. Okay, I still personally think Bitcoin will reach 100K towards the end of this year in 2024. Very soon. So I understand Bitcoin is about to skyrocket. So obviously this is the best time right now to accumulate as much Bitcoins as you possibly can, right? Now, this is something very interesting. So you guys can just clearly see, as I told you guys, right? Every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, this is when the real bull run begins for Bitcoin. And you guys can just clearly see in Bitcoin history, you know, we had the first halving, the second halving, the third halving, and of course the fourth halving, you know, our most recent one, right? That happened back in April, right? April 20th to be specific. Every single time we have a halving event, right after it, Bitcoin pumps. But understand, as I told you guys, you know, at the beginning of this video, it doesn't pump straight away. Okay, you got to give Bitcoin time, right? Let Bitcoin breathe a little bit, but it will pump, guys. Trust me on that. Okay, and you guys can just clearly see this chart is just showing you guys that, you know, right after our Bitcoin halving event, that's when the real bull run will begin. Okay, and we are in fact in July. Okay, today, as I am filming this video, it is in fact the first day of this month of July. So it is in fact a new month, right? Now, let me show you guys this as well, okay? So it says here, historically, when Bitcoin has had a negative June, and obviously we know last month, you know, wasn't a, you know, great month for Bitcoin. We actually end off that month in the reds, right? But yes, it says here a negative June, it tends to bounce back strongly in July. In fact, Bitcoin has shown an average return of 7.98%, so pretty much 8%, and a median return of 9.60% during this month. So usually July is a pretty decent month for Bitcoin. Okay, and you can just clearly see that. That's what he is in fact showing here, right? So we will see what will happen, you know, how Bitcoin will perform this month of July for 2024. We will see, but it should be a decent one because usually the month of July is a pretty decent month for Bitcoin, right? For its returns. But yes, Bitcoin is still cheap. Okay, according to the new Bitcoin Rainbow 2023 chart, it is still it is still not too late to buy Bitcoin. Okay, so the new Bitcoin Rainbow chart, you guys can just clearly see it is still showing that Bitcoin is still cheap. And I've been telling you guys many times to buy as much Bitcoins as you guys possibly can, accumulate as much as you possibly can. While Bitcoin is still cheap, while Bitcoin is still below $100,000, this is obviously a once in a lifetime opportunity to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can, because I really do believe once we see Bitcoin reaching new highs of 100K to 150 to 200K and over, right? I don't think we'll ever see Bitcoin below 100K ever again in Bitcoin history. So understand, guys, while Bitcoin is still below 100K, this is the best time to buy. This is literally a once in a lifetime opportunity. Okay, I've been telling us that many times. The real bull run is about to begin. Time is ticking. It may not feel like it right now. It may not seem like it because Bitcoin is not really moving. But understand, guys, when Bitcoin is consolidating this much for over 2 months now, coming up to like 3 months, this is the best time to buy. Okay, I'm telling us that right now. This is the best time right now to buy as much Bitcoins as you possibly can because the real bull run will begin. 2025 is going to be an amazing year for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin soon enough is going to be reaching new highs. So this is the time right now, guys, okay, to accumulate Bitcoin while it's still cheap. Okay, but yes, as Mags is in fact showing us here, okay, half of the Bitcoin bull run is over. The next half is going to be epic, and that is very true. 2025 is going to be the year. Okay, understand, guys, we haven't seen anything yet. Even though yes, Bitcoin, we did see Bitcoin reaching back up to its previous highs of 69K, and obviously back in March, right, a couple months back in March, we actually saw Bitcoin reach a new high above $73,000. Even though yes, we saw Bitcoin reaching a new high, and now it's back slightly down. It's 10K down right now, sitting at 63K today as I'm filming this video. it's still a great time to buy, guys. Okay, Bitcoin is pretty much consolidating at this level, right? But soon enough, it's going to be reaching a new high. So get ready for that. For all my Bitcoin holders out there, get ready. Yes. So what, 300K, right? And I've been telling guys, it is possible to see Bitcoin reaching $300,000 in the next upcoming bull run. We will see, okay? But, in the next upcoming bull run, who really knows where Bitcoin will reach? Okay, 300K, it's possible. It's not impossible, but yes, it's pretty possible for us to see Bitcoin reaching $300,000 in the next upcoming bull run / bull cycle. So understand, guys, we haven't seen anything yet, and the real bull run will begin very, very soon. So prepare yourselves for that, especially next year in 2025, right? Prepare yourselves. Okay, so that's that. But yes, this is the last chart that I want to show you guys, and this is actually the chart that I actually really wanted to show you guys. I love this chart, and you guys can just clearly see in previous Bitcoin bull runs that we've had during the years. It just shows us how much Bitcoin can pump, right? So you guys can just clearly see 2011 to 2012. Okay, Bitcoin, $20 went all the way up, shot up to like $100. 2013, that was like the first year where we actually saw Bitcoin breaking $100. 2013, right? And then of course 2014 to 2016, it pumped. We know what happened. Right after 2016, 2017 was obviously an amazing year for Bitcoin and crypto, obviously. And then 2019 and 2020, and of course 2021, we know what happened, right? Bitcoin absolutely skyrocketed, okay? It went all the way up to over $60,000, 69K, close to 70K, right? Now, 2024 to 2025, where we are right now, as I told you guys, $100,000 is possible, $150,000 is possible, $200,000 is possible, $250,000 is possible. Now, $300,000 is possible as well, guys. All these price targets that is shown here in this chart, I personally do believe it is very, very possible for us to see Bitcoin reaching these price targets. Understand that, guys. Bitcoin will go parabolic. It will absolutely skyrocket, and not a lot of people will be prepared for it. Okay, and I know there's going to be a lot of FOMO. Every single time we are in fact in a bull cycle, there's obviously a lot of FOMO. Okay, and that leads Bitcoin to skyrocket even more because there's more buying pressure, right? There's more buying going on. So understand, guys, Bitcoin reaching 100K to 150 to 200K to 250K to even 300K, it's all possible. Understand that, guys. So for all my Bitcoin holders out there, prepare yourselves for Bitcoin reaching these high price targets because it is coming. I really do believe in that, right? Next year, 2025, we're going to see Bitcoin at these high levels. Trust me on that. Mark my words. Okay, so prepare yourselves for that. But yes, guys, that is pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to show you guys for today's video. Bitcoin, today still holding strong at $63,000, but soon enough, it's going to be reaching new highs. It's going to be reaching 100K very, very soon, potentially in the next upcoming few months. Okay, it's just going to skyrocket out of nowhere. And I know not a lot of you guys are in fact prepared for it. And I want you guys to be prepared for it, right? So accumulate now, guys. While Bitcoin is still consolidating, while still having these sideways price movements, this is the best time right now to accumulate as much as you possibly can while we still have time. A little bit of time left before the bull run actually begins. Okay, so that's that. But guys, more videos will in fact be coming your way, so stay tuned for that. I will obviously, keep you guys up to date on what's going to happen with Bitcoin and crypto. So stay tuned for that, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. That is always appreciated. And of course, subscribe to the channel. That is also appreciated as well. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.